The following media you are about to watch is for educational purposes only. Please do not conduct these activities at home. These operations are conducted by professionals with law enforcement presence. Your discretion is advised. Experience Protect the Innocent raw and uncut by becoming a member today at officialpti.com or a supporter on Locals at protecttheinnocent.locals.com.
I'm here today to defend the right to pursue happiness. It's a simple notion, the right to pursue happiness. It's bestowed upon all of us by our Constitution. Every citizen of this country has the right to pursue it. But the right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It is sold for the momentary happiness of another. And this is about the time when I start talking about politics that the internet trolls tell me to stick to my day job. So I'd like to talk about my day job. My day job is as the chairman and the co-founder of Thorn. We build software to fight human trafficking and the sexual exploitation of children. And that's our core mission. My other day job is that of the father of two, a 2-month-old and a 2-year-old. And as part of that job that I take very seriously, I believe that it is my effort to defend their right to pursue happiness and to ensure a society and government that defends it as well. I've met victims in Russia. I've met victims in India. I've met victims that have been trafficked from Mexico, victims in New York and New Jersey and all across our country. I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a sex tourist in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play. I've been on the other end of a phone call from my team asking for my help because we had received a call from the Department of Homeland Security telling us that a 7-year-old girl was being sexually abused and that content was being spread around the dark web. And she had been being abused and they'd watched her for 3 years and they could not find the perpetrator, asking us for help. We were the last line of defense. An actor and his foundation were the potential last line of defense. That's my day job, and I'm sticking to it.
hour away from Fort Walton, where we just were. We have yet another predator. And guys, this one, this one is one of the worst I've ever seen, if not the worst I've seen. First of all, shout out to the decoy team. Shawnee, she's amazing. She's over there in the UK. So basically this decoy was stationed in the UK. And so she basically said she's gonna fly out to the USA to visit her aunt here in Milton, Florida. And so there was a scheduled meet today. This man's 59 years old, by the way. He's 59 years old talking to a 12-year-old. His plan was to meet her at McDonald's, take her, abduct her, and basically just keep her at his house and rape her and everything else. This is an evil, evil, evil individual. And the biggest thing with this guy is, and I don't know if this is true, and this is why you're about to see, we're calling the police right after I get done with this, before we even go to his house, because this individual has spoke about how he has a 14-year-old girl at his house who's a runaway. Now he could just be playing into some sick fantasy, but he spoke about how the decoy and the 14-year-old are going to be doing things together in the house and live together, and both of them basically abducted by him and performing sex acts on him and other people as well. He says the 14-year-old gets paid to go to school. He says to the decoy that men will come over to tutor her. So what this looks like, if this is real, this is a sex trafficking ring. And yes, all this was turned in like days and days ago. Now, I don't know if the police have done anything, but at this point, if they haven't, this is an injustice and something needs to be done. If there is a 14-year-old in that house who's a runaway, who's being abused as we speak, what is going on? What is going on? Because my decoys turned in all the information and they haven't heard anything back yet. So I'm not sure we're going to unravel this shit and figure out what the fuck is really going on, because this is the craziest shit I've fucking seen ever, honestly. Like, if this is true, or whether or not it's true, this is a sicko who has sick fantasies and he needs to be exposed and put down, really. But hopefully the police do something about this. I mean, he's talked about everything, the whole 9 yards. He wants to have full intercourse with her, take her virginity. He spoke about oral sex with her, requested child pornography multiple times, sent nude pictures to her. Obviously, you know, like I said, plan on abducting her, keeping her at his house. I mean, it's just horrible. Sent her pornography multiple times. Requested pictures of her 15-year-old sister, because my decoy said that she had a 15-year-old sister. He's like, he wants pictures of her. You know, he's prying and everything like that. It's absolutely disgusting. These chat logs, it's 164 pages of chat logs. I couldn't even print all those out. Like, I basically just got it to basically the meat and potatoes, essentially, to give to the police. But this person is dangerous. Whether or not he has a real child at his house or not, this is a dangerous fucking individual, and they need to be put the fuck behind bars today. And another concerning thing, he claims he babysits children as young as 3. I don't know who this 3-year-old is. This shit's getting fucking dark. And he's claiming he has a 14-year-old runaway. Now he's claiming he's babysitting a 3-year-old. Something's very wrong here. Whether this is all true or not, I'm thinking that this individual is gonna have child pornography on his phone, on whatever other electronics he has in his house. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, and we're about 7 minutes from his house. We're gonna go ahead, head to his house, call the police when we get there, and go from there. Let them know everything. They might even know about him. He might already be arrested. I don't know, but This is absolutely sick. I mean, the things that he say, you know, he's sending her pornography. I can't even show you guys that because it's just, it's legit porn. I mean, you know, pictures of the decoy, like, this is a young looking child. I mean, he says, I imagine you licking my cock with it, because she sent a picture with her tongue out. That's what the fuck he has to say. Oh my god, okay. He says shit like, nice, I will suck your pedals till you scream. Why would I scream? Will it hurt? She says. He says, no, honey, it will feel so good to you. It will make you scream for more. Take your fingers and rub between your legs a couple minutes now. See how good makes you feel. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are screenshots and screenshots of him explaining in detail what he wants to do to her and how it's gonna hurt, and it's horrible. This is horrible. This is one of the darkest predators I've ever come across. You know, like, part of this shit I can't even read because it's just like too gruesome for YouTube and really too gruesome for me to even mention. But you guys can imagine it. How this pedophile, this is a pedophile through and through. This is a 12-year-old little girl. I mean, the decoy pictures look even younger than 12. And he's saying shit like this. He talks about the 14-year-old. The decoy says, how you meet her, what's her name? He says, she loves her life and so will you. Decoy says, she ran away too? He says, yes, but her parents didn't love her, mistreated her. I came along and saved her. Now she is happy and grateful. What the fuck is going on? And I'm not even reading it. Like, if there is a child at this establishment, whatever the fuck this is, house, we need to get the fuck over there. And I'm honestly not even gonna read this shit anymore. It's absolutely disgusting, and we're about to call the police and see what the fuck is really going on, because everything right here, we have his full face, but he sent his email address because the profile is Will Bill. That's the name of the profile he's using, but he sent an email address with his actual name to the decoy, and we searched that up. We got his address, we got everything, and he also sent his address to the decoy as well and said, this is my home address. So, and that's the place. Now, this may or may not be his address, but we got to do our due diligence and possibly save a real child from this monster. Like I said, everything's already been turned in to the police, and now we're here at his doorstep. So yeah, we're gonna head there. We're about 7 minutes away, and we're gonna check in with you guys there. All right, so last thing before we leave, I want to show you guys is his real Facebook profile. Like I said, you know, we did the research and found his real profile. His profile pictures, I support the Confederate flag. Okay, whatever, right? But he's photoshopping a gun in his picture. I don't know. If he has a child at his house, I mean, he could shoot his way out to get away. I mean, if this is a real child molester, child abductor, I'm not taking that chance. So we're calling the cops beforehand and getting them. So all right, so you guys missed it, but we just got a call from the sheriff's office, and they said that they are going to meet us at this intersection. Yeah, I mean, it's all in here, the decoy details, all the Facebook chats, the photos and videos in a folder, and the Facebook profile link in a folder.
And he gave you this address as far as essentially to the decoy.
Yep.
To...
That's the email he sent, because this was originally from his profile called Will Bill, and then he sent that, and then she's like, so that's, who's that as not your name? And then so he admits that his real name is that. And the address he sent should be, that's his.
And then that's the case number as far as for the case with what we're going to take and document as far as what you've built and sent to this other deputy here with all those screenshots and everything.
Okay.
We're going to see if we can locate where he's at to try to see if anybody is there.
And everything you have, you furnished to us, right?
Yeah,
you sent
okay.
that all to Jason?
Yeah, so
Okay,
I sent the whole Google Drive that has everything in it, every screenshot. I sent him the decoy's information so he can contact her about anything. He has my number, so yeah, anything you guys need.
Okay.
Charles, how are you? All right. Deputy Whitfield, I don't know if you remember me. Do you got a minute? Okay. You got some shoes, man, or anything? Okay. All right. Do you have any reason why I'm here? Nothing at all? Okay.
Last name of it had on Northside Circle.
There's been some accusations made. Are you aware of any accusations made against you?
About what?
Good.
Huh?
Hang on one second. I'm trying to do two things at once.
I got you.
Temple. Alright, just going to go ahead and read them. Alright, Mr. Charles, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you for any questioning if you wish. You may stop the questioning any time by refusing any further questions by consulting with a lawyer. Do you understand? With those rights in mind, you wish to speak with me? Yeah. Okay. But there's been some accusations that you've been trying to talk to a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's take care of us.
What do you mean? Who is she?
Huh?
Who is she? From England? Okay. Now, when you say that you found out, how did you find out she was 13?
When's the last time you had spoke to her?
I guess like 5, 6 days ago, I guess.
Okay. So she wound up telling you she was 13? Okay.
What were y'all's conversations like? What were y'all talking about? Were y'all just talking about meeting up? Did
She
y'all have
was
plans
wanting
to
to
meet up?
come to Florida. I don't know how she actually ended up in this area here from England. I mean, I don't know that, but yeah, that's what she was wanting to meet up, and she was leaving her, run away from her family and all. And
How long? Okay, so how long did you actually talk to this individual?
I don't know, probably for a couple of weeks. weeks.
Couple weeks. At any point in time, did y'all exchange pictures or anything? Maybe. Like what kind of pictures? Sexual pictures? You sent her pictures, or she sent you pictures, or vice versa? So she sent you sexual pictures, and then you sent her pictures of your genitals and stuff? Who else is in the residence?
I got my sister and her daughter somewhere.
Okay. What's their names?
Jennifer Cassidy is my sister's name.
Okay.
And Trinity Cassidy is her
Katrina?
Trinity.
Trinity. Okay. All right.
I guess what was the intentions for y'all's conversation, talking, meeting up? Like, what was the whole intent there? What were you trying to just? What was it?
She was coming to Florida and wanted to run away from her home. And I understood that she was from England or somewhere. I mean, I'm not sure about that.
Okay, but y'all discussed like sexual acts, things like that.
When did you block her?
Not sure of our last conversation, but I would say 3 or 4 days ago. Last week, or last week, I guess.
And did you have an arrangement to meet her at an old address of yours?
At an old address?
6540 Hunter Street.
She wanted to pick her up at McDonald's or somewhere.
Yeah, right there at Avalon and I-10.
On Avalon somewhere.
Okay. What about sending her your?
Motor vehicle.
What about your old address off Hunter Street? Did you send her a screenshot of that? Tell her that's where you lived?
In the beginning, I think I did, yes, sir.
Okay. And by the pictures that she sent you, you did not realize that she was underage? But you did send her pictures of your genitals and stuff like that, correct? Hang out with Sergeant Land for a second. I'm going to talk to Lieutenant Earlman behind me, and I'll be right back with you, okay? I mean,
yeah, you looking at obviously the pictures that she had sent.
and they told me how they sent them.
It's very obvious she's underage.
Because they told me how they made them and everything else like that using an artificial intelligence app. And it legit looks like she's underage. So...
in my book, we're good. 10-15 straight arrests.
Okay.
I mean, there's enough there in my opinion. He's not denying that he didn't send any nude pictures to her.
So charges wise, enticing a child over the internet.
Yeah. We'll go.
Exploitation or sending the pictures.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if I have to go through that whole entire thing tonight, she probably told him that he knows she was 13.
This is the problem, and I would ask him about this. He did, and you read it off when we were looking at it. He did in there at some point say that I could be arrested, so
yes.
he knows.
Yes. And that conversation goes back for days and days and days before he admitted that he blocked her.
I would just let him know and say, listen, you clearly knew that you could be arrested for engaging in conversation with me and talking about what you're talking about, meeting up, potentially, all that stuff. So he's kind of trying to play like, oh, I didn't know.
Okay, so we're good on the 10-15 then.
Yeah, I would question him about that, obviously. Him saying...
They're getting arrested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he obviously...
10 for your 14. We transferred that subject to...
Hey, hang out with him for just 1 minute. I'm gonna talk to you.
10 for your 14. We transferred that subject to ECC for the
Hey,
security department.
he's obviously saying he didn't know how old she was, whatever. Clearly the pictures, she's underage. I told him I'm good with straight 10-15 on him. He clearly said in that message feed that he could be arrested for this, so he obviously knows.
Well, it's going to entail other things such as the seizure of his computer and cell phone and all that. I would call major crimes.
Okay.
So we don't mess anything up.
Okay.
Because we're going to have to get his computer and his cell phone and all of it.
Just see if they want to maybe interview him or something.
Yeah, I would call them and tell them what we got. We're comfortable going a certain way, but we don't want to foul anything up because we're not ICAC people and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But the computer, his phone, it all has to be seized. Obviously, it has to be seized because that's what he's using to correspond.
Sure.
So on that, we got to get, the warrant for that. We got to get the warrant for a check on it. It's just, there's a lot to it because it's on over the internet.
Right.
So I would definitely call them and let them know.
Okay. I'll give them a call now. Okay. Thanks, sir.
So, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, bud. During the conversation, you even admitted that you would probably get arrested, correct? Okay. And what if I told you the conversation kept going after that? And who lives here with you? You said your sister and her daughter? How long have you lived here?
Next month will be 2 years.
About to say, it's been about 2 years since I got you at Winn-Dixie. Temple.
You arrested in Winn-Dixie in the Buick?
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah, that's not right.
So.
Well, I think that's like October.
And your license still ain't good, is it?
I don't drive.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Don't even
That's just my biggest thing is you even said in the chats. What if I was to tell you that you were talking to a decoy the whole entire time? Would that surprise you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things wrong. That's the problem.
After it was
Conversation continued after she told you she was 13. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back. All right, bud. At this point in time, you are being placed under arrest. Okay, you will be transported to the Santa Rosa County Jail, where you will get all your charges and you will have a bond tonight. Okay. All right, let's walk back here to my vehicle and get out of the rain.
I can stand by with him?
Yeah, I'll pull the truck up. Yeah. Yeah. 137, 1015 on Charles.
They've got a 10-year-old female and a 35-year-old female in the vehicle. They're not wanting to get out. They're currently...
Charles, what I'll do is I'll coordinate with your sister, get you some shirt and some shoes, okay? Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and secure you in my vehicle.
Would you object if you pat him down? Would you put him in the front? Would you be okay with that? Because we're going to be a little bit.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Nothing
but
on
you
you.
got to behave yourself, okay?
what am I going to do, man?
Well, people do stupid shit. I need your word you're going to behave yourself.
Yes.
All right, turn around for me.
It's going to be more comfortable for you to have him in the front, okay? Just don't do no dumb shit. Just trying to look out for you a little bit, that's all.
All right, face me. Arms out in front of you. Make two fists. All right, buddy. Let's walk right here, okay? I'll get you some shoes and a shirt. You're good. I'll sweep them out, man. I just want to get you out of the rain. That's why I handcuffed you in the front. There's a grab bar right there too, okay?
Yeah, and I just had hip surgery not long ago. You're all getting up in here.
There you go.
All right, watch your legs, Charles.
So this could be a time-intensive thing. He's calling major crimes. It may require, you know, search warrants, cell phones, computers, all this stuff.
His cell phone is on the bed in there.
Okay, we're gonna take it. Cell phone's on the bed. We'll take it.
People at well, then go stand by with a cell phone. Okay.
Y'all search for me? Search for me? Yeah. Okay. Could you have a seat right there for me and we'll chit chat for a minute? As long as you don't do nothing squirrely, we'll be good to go. And we'll keep the cuffs up front.
Go ahead. Oh, shit.
Okay. So I'm Detective Thompson. And my understanding is you guys have already read your Miranda. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Yada yada. Okay. So with that still in mind, are you still willing to talk to me?
Sure. What else there to talk about? I mean,
so what exactly? Give me a rundown of what is the reason law enforcement came out here, because I'm still trying to get caught up on that and understand it all.
well, it's my understanding they came here because I've been.
Okay.
Not had nothing else to do with her. So
Do you remember what name she went by?
said.
And you say that you didn't continue on the conversation after you realized how old she was. What was the original age she told you? And then what did she end up being?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't go back really to the beginning of our conversation because I can't remember. But I was under the assumption that I think that she was older than she said later on that she was.
How did y'all meet in some kind of a group, or?
We haven't met at all.
Well, I meant online. How did you? If she's living in the UK, how did y'all kind of link up? Oh. Okay. Did you reach out to her first, or did she reach out to you? Like, how did that transpire?
I'm not sure. I think.
When you were communicating with her, was it just on Facebook? Were you using your cell phone? Were you using a laptop or anything like that?
Just cell phone.
Okay. Now, I know you said there were pictures exchanged prior to knowing her actual age. The copy.
I'm not. I'm just gonna. I mean, I didn't tell her, and I just deleted her from my Facebook page and blocked her. I couldn't talk to her no more. Yeah.
So, were you gonna meet up with her today, or was it because she wasn't responding anymore? Yeah. Yeah, it
ended up being.
yeah. Have you... So really, I'm part of the ICAC task force for Northwest Florida, which is the Internet Crimes Against Children. And with that, it's, you know, social media, various applications. I know she had mentioned she tried to get you to move over to WhatsApp. Have you ever used WhatsApp, or did y'all communicate on there at all?
What do you mean? You keep telling me she says. It's not a she says. I mean, unless the person I was talking to at the sheriff's department was a she. I understand.
Presented themselves as the age of 12, and in less than 30 minutes you sent a picture of your dick to them. That was pretty early on in the conversation, and she mentions later on in the conversation again that she is 12. So it was pretty clear that you were talking to someone presumed to be 12 in your mind. But you still continued the conversation. No, because if someone tells me that they're under the age of 18 and I'm, how old are you, 54, 64? If I'm sitting there communicating with somebody and they tell me not once but twice that I am 12, I'm not going to continue talking to them. But you did. I am right. I saw the messages.
So I can't go back that far, but if you send the message, then if you...
And not only did you send pictures of your penis to her, you sent videos, sexually explicit videos. She didn't ask for it. No, she did not. I read the messages. She didn't ask for anything. You initiated it all. And how you wanted, what was it? You couldn't wait until you felt her come all over your dick.
I just didn't know. I didn't know. And I don't know.
How old did she look in the pictures? Young. And yet here you are in handcuffs. You're on with the person believed to be 12 years old. So I'm going to do a search warrant in the apartment. I'm going to get all the electronics. When I do the search warrants and I download the electronics, what else is there going to be on there?
There's not going to be anything on electronics in the house, anything of my sister's or none of that. There's going to be none of that crap. I mean, you have my phone. I'm assuming you have my phone, right?
My understanding is it's in your bedroom, and that's why I need to do a search warrant.
Well, can I just tell you to get the phone then? I mean, that's all the thing it is. It's not on anything else in this house. Especially not on my sister's stuff, you know what I mean?
Due to the circumstances, and speaking with my sergeant, we would rather do the search warrant. Now, if you're saying there's nothing on your sister's stuff, then I won't touch your sister's stuff. I'll just take yours. Right. Is there...
all I have is a cell phone. That's it.
Okay. When we download the cell phone, is there going to be anything else? Because it's better to get it all out in the open now instead of finding out later. Because, I mean, I'm going to find out, so one way or another, it's just...
I have a lot of conversation with a lot of different people, yes.
Okay.
There is conversations on my phone.
And that's fine. And we're both adults, so it's seeing a penis, seeing a vagina, seeing titties. It's not going to be anything horrible for me. If you've got porn videos on there, I mean, 90% of adults at some point in time have watched porn. So, is there going to be any kind of like child pornography, child sexual abuse, any pictures of children that are sexually explicit, you know, in a sexual position or anything like that? Because even deleted photos will still show up in a download, a forensic download. So none of that's going to be on the phone.
Just nothing other than conversations I've had with other people. I mean.
Okay. These other conversations, are they pretty similar in content? Where they're presenting themselves as a minor?
I'm not catching the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
She's saying leg pressure, I said heart pressure.
This other conversation you're talking about, is that Tammy you refer to?
No.
Okay. How old is the other person?
What other person? The one that's just talking about?
Mm-hmm. Does she live locally, or?
No.
So what we'll do is I will have the deputy transport you up there to the jail and get you booked in. We'll do this as fast as we can. You'll get a bond. Everybody gets a bond. As far as what it'll be, I don't know off the top of my head. And but obviously it takes a couple hours for booking and all of that, okay? And if you've got any questions, I'll be back up there. I'll leave my card for it to go into your property, and you guys can contact me anytime, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me let him know we're done. That way he can get you up there, okay? Do you take any kind of medications or anything?
Yes.
What do you take?
I have a bunch of them.
Okay. Is it something that you would need to have at the jail? Like,
just like my blood pressure pills and stuff like that. I mean, I have high blood. I have a lot of things wrong with me.
okay. Okay.
He is in our jail right now, and like I said, Major Crimes has the case. So his mugshot will be available tonight on our website under Jail View.
It is 100% confirmed that there is no kids at the residence, or are you guys trying to get that to make sure that there isn't kids at the residence?
No, 100% there's not. We got to do a search warrant to get the phone, so.
You have to do a search warrant to get the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we really appreciate it. Like I said, definitely with you guys, it helps out a lot, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
So, like I said, you got my card. If anything you need in Santa Rosa County, let me know, so.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too, bye.